From Ed Sheeran and Brian Eno to Busted's Charlie Simpson, Suffolk has proved the launchpad for more than its fair share of successful musicians. But what exactly does the future of music in the county look like? Someone who perhaps knows better than most is Jesse Quin, a chart topper with alternative rock group Keane, who grew up in Framlingham. When not touring the globe, the songwriter is the main man at the Old Jet Arts Centre, a recording studio and creative hub in Rendlesham. It's here that he helps develop and nurture the next generation of exciting artists, not least those looking to once again put Suffolk on the musical map. From what he has seen, Jesse believes the future of music in the area is in safe hands.
I'm old enough that basically grew up pre-internet, and so Suffolk was a very different place back then. And when I left school, I was I wanted to do music. I was like, get me out of here immediately. But like a lot of people sort of gravitated back, and actually now it's a completely different place in so many ways. Looking around in Suffolk, it's alive and kicking, it's thriving. There's loads of musicians in the area that are doing great things. The people that I speak to in Suffolk who want to build careers in music are all passionate about music.
One of those bands is Esme Emerson, who cut their musical teeth at rock schools across Ipswich and have now been invited to open for Keane in Scotland this August.
I was instantly just so impressed with them. It was just straight away, it was obvious that they had the drive that I think it takes to get somewhere, and as well as just having raw musicality. And they struck me straight away as being the kind of people that there was something they didn't know about, they'd go out and find out about it. Whether it was production, like what the best microphone to use for what instrument is, everything to do with the visual side of what they wanted to do. They were just across the whole thing, and very organised, and also really nice people. It's not like we're doing them a favour, they're doing us a favour. They'll do a great job opening the show.
The concert is part of a UK and European tour that the four-piece will embark on in celebration of the 20th anniversary of their debut album, Hopes and Fears.
It's been really interesting because there's a lot of people that are coming out to the shows who loved that album when it came out. But there's also there's a bit of a moment for Somewhere in Reno on TikTok that's driven a whole new generation of people to start coming to the gigs, and they sort of went to Spotify to listen to Somewhere in Reno and ended up getting into the whole back catalogue. So it doesn't feel nostalgic. It feels more like just a sort of marker of progress or something than a kind of an opportunity to look backwards. To do it at all is a dream come true, but to be able to maintain it is extraordinary.
So what is it about the Suffolk landscape that proves so stimulating for musicians? Jesse thinks he might just have the answer.
I think Suffolk's really good for creativity generally. It's got there's something about it that's very, maybe it's the openness and the proximity to the coast, but it's got a nice kind of, I don't know, it's quite, it's like wholesome, but also like people work hard. The thing about going to London to do music or whatever that's kind of died a little bit because you end up having to work a job to pay your bills there. That means that you don't have any time to actually do your music. So I think a lot of people now, younger people, stay in Suffolk and go up and down from London or whatever, or travel, and they base themselves in Suffolk because they can actually afford to do the work they need to do. So it's changed a lot since I was a kid, and I think, definitely for the better. I love it. I feel honoured to be part of the Suffolk sort of chain of musicians through the years.